Unit 2. Life in the Countryside, IELTS Speaking Part 2. Describe a time when you picked fruit. You should say what kind of fruit you picked, where you picked the fruit, who you picked the fruit with, and explain how you felt about the experience. I would like to talk about a time when I picked fruit at a vast area of orchard near my hometown. It was during harvest time, and my family decided to visit a local farm where we could pick fresh fruit. The farm was well known for its bananas, apples, and strawberries. We arrived early in the morning, and the farm was surrounded by blooming flowers and grassy hills, making it a peaceful and relaxing place. The hospitable farm owner gave us baskets and showed us how to pick ripe fruit. We started with picking bananas, which was a bit tricky since some were high up, so we had to use a small ladder. Then, we moved on to the apple trees, where the apples were bright red and easy to pick. Finally, we picked fresh strawberries, which were very sweet. The farm owner let us taste some as we picked them, and they were much fresher than store-bought ones. After picking fruit, we helped the workers load the fruit onto the truck. They explained how they cultivate crops and prepare them for selling. It was interesting to learn about the hard work that goes into farming. This experience was unforgettable because it made me appreciate nature and enjoy time with my family. The fresh air, delicious fruit, and hands-on experience made it special. In the future, I would love to go picking fruit again, maybe oranges or grapes. IELTS Speaking Part 3. Question 1. What are the advantages and disadvantages of rural life? Answer. There are many advantages and disadvantages to rural life. One big advantage is that it is peaceful and relaxing, with clean air and beautiful countryside scenery. People also enjoy a supportive community, where neighbors help each other. However, one downside is that there are few services, such as hospitals and entertainment centers. Also, getting around in the country can be difficult because public means of transport are limited. On balance, some people prefer the quiet life, while others find it less convenient. Question 2. How can we protect nature in the countryside? Answer. There are many ways to protect nature in the countryside. First, we should avoid cutting down trees and destroying wildlife photography areas. Second, farmers should use fewer chemicals when they cultivate crops to keep the land healthy. Also, local people can help by keeping rivers and paddy fields clean and not throwing trash into them. In addition, the government should promote national security and rural life projects to keep the countryside safe and beautiful.
Lynn's countryside adventure. Lynn had a pen pal from Australia named Emma. One summer, Emma came to visit Vietnam. Lynn and her family were hospitable to her and invited her to stay in their home. They planned a trip to the countryside. Emma was anxious about what to expect, but Lynn said, "Don't worry, it'll be fun." When they arrived early the next morning, the sky was clear and full of soaring birds. "It feels like the freedom of flight," said Emma. They walked up a grassy hill and saw blooming flowers all around. Lynn showed Emma a fish pond, a beehive, and a field full of ripe bananas. They helped the farmers pick fruit, grow vegetables, and even feed pigs properly. At harvest time, Lynn's uncle let them plow the land and dry the rice in the sun. They helped load sacks onto the truck and even got a ride in a buffalo-drawn cart. "I've never ridden a buffalo cart before," Emma laughed. "Back home, I've only ridden camels," she said, remembering her trip to the desert. "Wow," Lynn smiled. "I've never ridden a camel." In the evening, they watched a fantastic starry night above the hills. It was so peaceful and relaxing, and they could feel a sense of community and togetherness in the village. They also visited a serene pagoda where people practice meditation and worship, and later stopped at a cultural site with beautiful architecture. At the market, they saw a crowded market full of energy and life. Emma learned how to fly kites, collect stamps, and explore the countryside with Lynn. "This is a healthy option," Emma said, "much better than sitting in an entertainment center all day." The girls talked about their families too. Emma said, "Sometimes we have a strained relationship, but we always come together for a family gathering." Emma also shared that she wanted to be a book author one day. "You're a determined person," Lynn told her. "I'm sure you'll do well." At the village school, They saw students speak fluently, dance gracefully, and greet visitors politely with soft voices. People here really know how to react to guests and show kindness, Emma said. But I saw one boy drive recklessly. I hope he learns soon. They met a teacher who used to own an apartment in the city but left a current job to return to the village. This is a way of life I love, she said. Emma was lucky to receive an award at school for her outstanding performance in writing. She finally realized that life in the countryside was full of joy, work, and learning.